Hello, my name is Michael with Entertain Me TV Show Reviews, and this is the review for Wheat Country Season 1 Episode 3, Rippers. If you'd like to follow along in this series, then make sure you subscribe to stay updated. Also, if you have any suggestions for future reviews, then feel free to leave a comment here or on my channel, or you can even message me here on YouTube if you prefer that. Now, why should you spend the next 6 to 7 minutes watching this review? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because this review is going to be detailed. So it's worth your time, and thanks for watching. Let's move on to review. Deep in the heart of the Northern California mountains, marijuana growing season is underway. The Emerald Triangle, ground zero for a multi-billion-dollar marijuana industry, originally comprised of 3 counties covering 10,000 square miles, is now growing out of control. It's a decades-old battle between cops, dealers, and growers. They stand to make millions or be locked up for years. Nate Morris arrives back at his farm where all his crops have been pulled from the soil. His business partner Eric pulled him because he was afraid that they could get arrested for sharing the story with the cameras. Now Nate has no marijuana plans to use for trying to make a medical drug which could prevent epileptic seizures. North, Lieutenant Matt Thompson and his team plans out the approach on an illegal marijuana grow they spotted on a surveillance mission. They place cameras by several roads near the illegal farm to try to catch any business going in and out of the farm. At Grace Farms, Mike Booden's main water line has burst, and he's going to dedicate his day to get it fixed, because without no water, his plants could die and they lose all their crop. On the road, Matt Shotwell is looking for Grace Farms. After being turned down by B. Smith and Nate Morris trying to purchase weed from him, he needs weed to get back in business, and with an 8-year prison sentence hanging over him, he could possibly face double if he's caught. Back at Grace Farms, Mike has just finished fixing the main water line when a car pulls up into his driveway, and it's Matt Shotwell. Mike and Matt have a little chat before Mike invites Matt inside for a smoke. Mike is a little skeptic and would like to call Nate Morris, who referred Matt to Mike, to confirm the recommendation. Mike gets a hold of Nate, which confirms that he did refer Matt to Mike, and they start smoking a joint. On the road, after learning his farm will cut down, grower Nate Morris is looking for a specific strain of the marijuana plant. He wants to remove the compounds that make you high and turn it into a non-smoke product, which could help calm down epileptic seizures. Nate calls B and they agree to meet up. Back at Grace Farms, Mike and Matt discuss the possibility of them working together, and Mike states that it is possible. At the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Matt Thompson and Detective Don Adams reviewed footage of the camera that they placed near the illegal farm. They're going to run license plates on the vehicles they caught on the camera. They're also looking for out-of-place luxury cars. Matt Shotwell's car is seen in some of the footage, which is a luxury Porsche Cayenne. At Grace Farms, Mike Booden gives some marijuana to Matt Shotwell so that he can test it for THC, which Booden has never done before. They make an agreement where Matt can call Mike, and then Matt gets back on the road back to Vallejo. At B. Smith's farm, B and his grandson are trimming buds from an early harvest when a truck pulls into B.'s driveway. It's Nate Morris. Nate fills in B. Smith on his quest to create CBDs or cannabidiol, which reduces epileptic seizures. He asks B whether he would be interested in helping him out, and B agrees to help. Partnering with Nate could land B in prison once again, but for him it's personal. Back at Grace Farms, Mike Booden tells his wife Tawny about the possibility of him and Matt working together. Tawny is not much for it, as Matt could potentially be trouble for them. At the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Matt Thompson is leading a SWAT team and security briefing on the upcoming raid of the illegal marijuana farm. The growers are most likely to be armed, so Matt Thompson and his team have to be extra vigilant. Back on B.E. Smith's farm, B.E. and Nate are going through the plants to pick out samples for Nate to research on. B.E. states that he appreciates what Nate is trying to do. Nate soon leaves B.E.'s farm with a bag of marijuana samples. Early morning, 2 miles from the illegal grow, Matt Thompson's team get ready to take down the farm. They will wear communication equipment which they use to receive tactical information from a command post strategically positioned outside the illegal grow. The team slowly moves in on the farm, and as they reach the campsite for the farm, the farmers are nowhere to be found. They document everything they find and then call in the eradication crew, who cuts down the plants. The cut down plants are then flown out by helicopter. The farmers were in the harvesting phase, so the marijuana was almost street ready. For the cops, the raid is a success, but for dealers and growers it's a loss because they just lost profit. And marijuana patients just lost medicine. At Grace Farms, Mike Booten clashed with his neighbor about the property line, and Emerald Triangle neighbor disputes could turn violent. A neighbor who's mad at another neighbor could call the cops, which would be bad for Mike and Tony Booten. So this was the review for Wheat Country, Season 1, Episode 3, Rappers. And I'd like to thank you for watching. And if you'd like to follow along once again, then please subscribe to this channel to stay updated on the series. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next episode review. Bye now.